Badger pattern covers 52 of a lane's 60 feet. Simple explanation, that's a lot of oil. The longest pattern on the PBA Tour was hit with some blue dye and applied to the specially installed lanes inside the Grand Event Center at the Grand Casino Resort and Hotel for the stepladder finals at the PBA Badger Open. In the opening match, 4th seed Brian Valenta makes his television debut against 13-time PBA Tour titleist and 5th seed Mika Koivuniemi. The first frame tells you what Valenta is here to do. Have some fun.
Gotta go left.
Wow. It sure does go left.
Start it off.
Koivuniemi is a little more business.
The right lane finds the pocket. All 10 down for Mika, and a great start for both our bowlers.
Which strategy will win out? This one. Brian Valenta does what few do in a TV debut. Win against someone the caliber of Mika Koivuniemi. Or win at all. Can he keep it going through the next match against one of the game's young superstars? Looks like it might all fall apart in the first frame.
Look at that lob for Valenta, and for a moment at the big four, and only the 4-pin stands.
And it does. The big four, that is. Spare for Valenta brings up Marshall Kent, who leaves a baby split in each of the first 2 frames. A miss in the first is a spare in the second, which includes wedging the 3-pin into the back.
Got it!
Nicely done. But now, look out, everyone. Valenta is lofting the heads, and more important, hitting the pocket.
Even more lofts. And a big strike.
It's over. Valenta looks unstoppable right now. Even Pete Weber looks nervous. Or maybe not. Before we get there, let's take a look at the biggest cheer of the match. Maybe there is a reason to finish every frame after all. Well, Brian Valenta, you've defeated 2 incredibly formidable opponents, and now you have the legendary Pete Weber in front of you. Nervous? He'll be fine. Weber throws 2 spares to start, then gets what he calls senior carry.
A break on the 4. Down she goes.
And this one is what everyone calls beautiful carry.
All 10 down for one of the game's all-time great entertainers.
A 190 for Weber means Valenta needs 8 pins for a chance at the title.
Come on.
There's 9.
One more
a
game,
4-pin.
One more
And
game.
he's done it. He's knocked off the great Pete Weber.
One last obstacle on Brian Valenta's odyssey comes in the form of top seed Bill O'Neill. O'Neill's message to Brian Valenta: I'm going to ignore everything you're doing and drill the pocket.
Here in Oklahoma City, and he's off to a great start on the left lane, going right at that.
Valenta's retort: I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing and drill the pocket.
Good shot.
O'Neill trails by 1 pin in the 8th.
And the lead. Got it!
O'Neill leads by 9 pins in the 9th. Valenta posts 2 strikes and 9 in the 10th for a 235, forcing O'Neill to throw the first 2 in the 10th to win the title. A valiant effort from Valenta, but this was Bill O'Neill's day.
For a title. He didn't like it. It's a strike anyway.
He leads the tournament, wins his 1 match with an incredible performance, claims his 5th career PBA Tour title, and joins Mike J. Laneside for an interview and the presentation of his check and trophy.
Welcome to the Extra Frame postgame show. Mike J. Laneside, and it is my pleasure to introduce a gentleman that's won 5 times in one of the most exciting title matches I've ever seen, ever, anywhere. The real deal. Let's hear it for Bill O'Neill. Bill, congratulations. Let's bring back Joe Garcia, the general manager here, and Chris Skillings, the manager over at Fire Lake Bowling Center, who have the check and the trophy for your victory, which qualifies you for the King of the Swing. Chris.
Could have been any more exciting. Last show of the day, and I'd like to present you with your champion trophy. Hope you had a great time, and
Thank you very much.
See you in the future.
Thank you very much.
Joe, another big check.
Hey, great match, Bill. I'll tell you what, that was a fine match to watch. On behalf of Grand Casino Hotel and Resort, I'd like to present you this check for $10,000.
Thank you very much.
coming into that, you saw the lane play that was going on, and what did you think your strategy was going to be before you got on the lanes?
My strategy was just throw it at the pocket. I wasn't going to try to manipulate carry. The lanes were hard. I didn't think I would need 240 to win. If you'd have told me that beforehand, I probably would have been a lot more nervous.
It was quite a display of the air game and the ground game, and you chose the ground game. How were you able to maintain that line, especially when you needed it most?
Well, what you don't realize is you actually did see my air game. That actually is this far as I can get it out in the lane. So for me to move it and try to loft it is no good. So I had to play my game.
Hey, qualifying over at Fire Lake Bowling Center and the additional round of qualifying got you here today. Talk about this Badger pattern. It's a lot of fun to watch, and from the broadcast booth to the Xtra frame booth to the players, I heard a lot of interesting feedback on that lane condition. What was it like for you?
Well, from here to the other center, it's like the tale of two patterns. So for everybody at home that says, I put a certain pattern out that the guys bowl on a tour, and they don't play like that, well, it's two different lane services. They play completely different, and the strategy was way different for me. I played a lot further right here than I did over there.
And what piece of equipment allowed you to maintain that?
The same piece of equipment I've used all week. So a new ball from Hammer called the Black Widow Legend. I've used it on the medium pattern, the long pattern. Doesn't matter.
And Bill, an important victory. It's your 5th in your career.
Yeah, it's been a while. You know, it's been it's closing in on 2 years, and it's been a couple years since I bowled on anything that was good, on anything that was hard. Everything, all my success came on stuff that was easy, so it feels good to get out here again and bowl well when they're hard.
Well, we haven't seen the last of you. We'll see you coming up in the King of the Swing. And finally, folks to thank on your victory today.
Well, I got to thank everybody at Ebonine International, Mike Calderon and Rich Hansen. I mean, if I didn't have them here this week helping me out, just keeping me calm and have somebody to vent to, then I wouldn't be here.
Well, congratulations. It was a great title match, and you are worthy champion not only once, twice, 3, 4, but 5 times. Let's hear it for Bill O'Neill, winner of the PBA Badger Open.
Log in to Xtra Frame next Monday for the Oklahoma Open pregame show featuring a preview of the 5 finalists and Mike J. Laneside having beers with E.J. Tackett.